Now that things are opening up, I am really excited to finally see a big summer blockbuster at the theatre again, starting with the latest film in the Fast and Furious franchise, F9, which is out this weekend. Yeah, cannot wait. Cannot wait for it. They're such fun. Now, maybe you haven't seen any of the previous ones, but don't let that stop you from having an incredible movie-going experience, because I've prepared a recap of all 8 Fast and the Furious films just to get everybody up to speed. You get it, Susan? Speed.
I got it.
This is fast and speed.
Yeah.
For F9.
Yeah.
Good. OK, now, be warned, from this moment on, there will be major spoilers, and not just these kind, OK? Now, first up, 2001's The Fast and the Furious. Now, I'm only going to focus on the core cast in each film, so we won't have time to explain how Richard from Sex and the City, Rita Ora, or this guy's iguana fit into any of it. Now, the original team consists of Brian O'Connor, an undercover police officer who's a maverick that refuses to play by the rules. Then we have Dom Toretto, leader of a street racing gang who loves wearing a white tank, and he's a maverick that refuses to play by the rules. And next we've got Letty, a badass racer, Dom's girlfriend, and a maverick that refuses to... Do you know what? Let's save some time. All of the characters going forward are mavericks that refuse to play by the rules, OK? So, yeah, that OG team pulled off a stolen DVD player heist, and things got pretty dicey.
Can't get my arm free! My arm! Listen, give me your hand!
I know, and it was definitely worth it, because today, that truckload of DVD players is worth, like, $4. Now, up next, 2003's Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, you remember all those characters you loved from the first movie? Well, they're all gone, except O'Connor. Now he's hanging with his old friend Roman, his new friend Tej, and these guys. So O'Connor and Roman go undercover with US Customs agent Monica Fuentes to bring down a Miami-based drug lord, and they do it the only way they know how, driving a car off a cliff onto a boat. Incredible. I mean, that's what movies are supposed to be. Now, here's where things get a little complicated. The third film, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, was released in 2006, but it actually takes place in 2014. We'll come back to that. But right now, it's 2009's Fast and Furious, where the team is hired by the FBI to bring down a heroin importer. You know, regular car racing stuff. Sadly, Roman and Tej are not in this one, but we got O'Connor and the return of Toretto, Mia and Letty until Letty gets murdered. We also meet Dom's right-hand man, Han, and Giselle, a liaison for a Mexican drug lord and just one of the many women in the franchise who develops romantic feelings for Dom. Unfortunately, she's not what Dom's looking for. What he's looking for is...
20% angel, 80% devil.
So close. I'm like 18% angel. OK, now on to the turning point in the series. Turning point, Susan, because of... Forget it. All right, 2011's Fast 5. We've still got our guys, O'Connor and Toretto, along with Giselle, Han, and Brian's girlfriend / Dom's sister, Mia. Plus, Tej and Roman are back, and we meet Luke Hobbs, a diplomatic security service agent who is always sweaty. Working alongside Hobbs is Elena, who eventually falls in love with Toretto, who, along with O'Connor, is now a wanted man. So they've moved to Rio, where they pull off their biggest heist yet, stealing a massive safe from a corrupt drug lord containing $100 million. That's the modern-day equivalent of 2 billion DVD players. Now, you remember how I said that Letty died? Well, it turns out she didn't. That's the power of being in love with Dom Toretto. You're just like, I'm sorry, Death, that guy's too hot, we can deal with this later. Now we move on to 2013's Fast and Furious 6. Straight out of the gate, O'Connor is a dad now, which means he's about to get a sick upgrade on his car, one of these. Now, I love this one. I do, because it takes place in London, and it really captures my fellow Englishman perfectly.
I don't mean any offence, gentlemen, but you couldn't possibly afford the cars in this auction. substantial lack of gaudy jewellery, no entourage, no honeys. Clearly, you're not a baller.
What?
Well, clearly, you haven't seen Ballers on HBO. But get this, Letty is back with a case of amnesia so strong she can't even remember her love for the hottest guy alive, Dom Toretto, and she ends up shooting him in the chest. And what do you think Toretto did? Did he call an ambulance? Did he try to get to the hospital? No, he removed the bullet all by himself. That's what happens when people can't get health insurance, OK? But it's for the best, because Toretto is now in a relationship with Elena, and they're now working with Hobbs, O'Connor, Mia, Tej, Roman, Giselle and Han in a fight against former British soldier Owen Shaw, who has taken advantage of Letty's amnesia to turn her against the family. And speaking of the family, Han and Giselle are now fully in love. So much so that Giselle sacrifices her life to save Han during a mid-air gunfight on top of a car. Imagine there's no heaven. All right, let's move on to Tokyo Drift. Now, everyone we've met so far is gone, except for Han. Then he drifts and then he dies. These guys were there too. Now on to 2015's Furious 7. We are back with O'Connor, Toretto, Mia, Letty, Roman, Tej, Hobbs, Elena and Sean. We then meet Han's killer, Deckard Shaw, a rogue Special Forces assassin seeking to avenge his comatose younger brother, and Ramsey, a computer hacker who created a program called the God's Eye, which can hack into anything, which might explain how this video ever came to light.
Surfboard, raining on that wood, raining on that wood. Surfboard, raining on that wood, raining on that wood.
Now, we love Vin Diesel, but let's be honest, that is too fast and too furious, even for us. Now for Furious 7, I'm not even going to try and get into the plot, I'm just going to list the highlights. Hobbs decides it's time to leave the hospital, and he removes his cast like this. Then they drive a car out of a skyscraper onto another skyscraper. Again, I cannot stress this enough, these are guys who race street cars. Then they parachute cars out of a massive plane. Which was disappointing for us because that actually ruined our next big idea for carpool karaoke. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is some pretty unbelievable stuff, yet the most unbelievable thing that happens in the movie is that they drive around downtown Los Angeles without any traffic. Now, he actually ran a red light in that last one, and he is going to get in some serious trouble for that. Trouble which is completely skipped over in the next movie, The Fate of the Furious. Now, this is the 8th entry in the Fast and Furious franchise, and as we all know, number 8 is when most film series really hit their stride. O'Connor and Mia left to focus on their family, but we still get Hobbs, Shaw, Toretto, Letty, Roman, Tej, Ramsey and Elena, who we just learned has had Dom's baby from the time that they dated in Fast and Furious 6. Plus, we get the introduction of Scott Eastwood as Little Nobody, Helen Mirren as the Shaw brother mother, and Charlize Theron as Cypher, a cyber terrorist who can make it rain with cars.
Make it rain.
Target immobilized.
You sure? Do you want to just drop a few more cars on top of him just to be safe? So Cypher later kills Elena right in front of Toretto. Then a couple of other little things happen, like Shaw killing a bunch of bad guys while holding his rival's baby, Roman skiing on a Lamborghini door, some cars fight a submarine, you know, just everyday kind of stuff. But in the end, this group of street racers manages to take down the most powerful cyber terrorist in the world. And that basically brings us up to speed for F9. But if there's anything that you had trouble following along with, just remember, yes, these movies have huge explosions and massive stunts and all of those things, but they're really just about one thing.
Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family,
Family.
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 Family. Family.
Family.
Family. Family.
Family.
Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family. Family. Family. Family. Family. Family.
Family. I don't have friends. I got family.
So you're all caught up. We could not be more excited for this film. You're going to absolutely love it. It's a blast. We'll see you at the movie theater this weekend. And when we come back, Elizabeth Olsen is going to be here. Come on back, everybody.